I just had a good sneeze. You ever have a good sneeze? And then, like, you're doing math in your head and everything is just clear now? Love a good sneeze. Who doesn't love a good sneeze? As a kid, I used to hate sneezes. They used to hurt. And then I embraced the pain. And that's what made me the man I am today. And here I am talking to you on my TED Talk about the good sneeze. But first, a sip of some freshly brewed. Alright, I'm back. I've been very spotty with these damn vlogs because Battlefield 6 has been out and I'm a slave to the grind when it comes to video games, and that is very detrimental to my productivity, to my health, to my mental health, but I'm not going to stop anytime soon. So what I've decided to do is add a couple hours into the day. I'm sorry, I apologize for making everyone's day longer, but there are now 28 hours in the day because I need 4 more hours to do this. Or really I need 4 more hours to play Battlefield 6. I'm kind of a bastard like that. Wouldn't that be great? Oh, you know, today's a 28 hour. Today, I'm gonna take that extra time, have a little nap, cook myself dinner for once. But alas, we don't live in that type of the world. Not at all. So, what I've been up to in the past, I don't know, when's the last... Let's see what the last vlog was. By the way, remember I don't know shit about music? Oh, and reestablishing some goals. Yes, so, updates on my guitar part procurement. I did not win the Kramer auction that I was bidding on. At the very last minute, somebody outbid me by $1, and that's the way it goes, bubs. That was very upsetting. I'm sitting there watching it. It's like, you're the highest bidder, you're the highest bidder. I'm like, great. Nothing to worry about. And then literally at the last minute, no, not even at the last minute. Then the page, it counts down to 0. Then the page changes and it says, you do not win this auction. And I'm like, what? How is that possible? I don't know. That's frustrating. But a sign, I don't need to spend the money right now. Anyways, so what can you do? Yeah, we're still waiting to hear back. We're waiting to actually talk to our property manager from the people that we rent from. I don't know. I'm thinking about, I think it'd be a really fun idea to do kind of an expose style story on them because they've got very shady business practices. And I don't know, I think it'd be fun to film myself going down to their office, knocking on their door, saying, can you explain this? You know, very Jeff Deal Action 9 for you WFTV viewers. But Vanessa was like, no, I don't think we should. I think you should just let it kind of lie there. If we don't hear back from them, whatever, I'd like to. And I'm like, yeah, I understand. Because at the end of the day, we do love living in this home, and we don't want to lose this home. And perhaps going out and doing a full-fledged investigation in the way I would like to would be detrimental to the landlord-tenant relationship that everybody talks about. So that won't be happening, at least yet. And then what we did do is last weekend, Vanessa and I went to Lou Gardens twice. On the first day, we shot both rolls of autocolor. I want to keep calling it autocolor, and I have no idea why. Kodacolor 100 and 200. Vanessa shot both of hers on her Nikon. I shot both of mine on my Konica. I have missed shooting on my Konica so much. The pictures I got are ridiculous, to say the least. I like the way the Nikon handles flash, and like the autofocus obviously is a good thing to have when you're trying to run and gun. So for like parties and like when we go out and stuff like that, I think that's a good camera. But if I'm in nature, or if I'm like trying to, you know, for lack of a better term, make art with the camera, it's the Konica that I'm gonna go shoot on. I can make it fully manual. I don't have to worry about you know, improper metering or anything. Like I trust myself, and that's about it. It has a light meter in it that kind of helps if I am totally lost on certain scenes. But at the end of the day, I'm free balling it. You know, I'm doing it all on my own. So, and I love that. So we have a video half shot. I just finished developing everything. The second day we went out again. We took my parents out that time, and we each shot on a roll of Portra 400. Again, Vanessa shooting on her Nikon, and I shot on my Konica. The one thing though is she changed her camera the first day was shutter priority, and then her camera the second day was set to aperture priority. You can tell. It's very obvious to tell. And I think if you're not going to shoot manual, shutter priority is probably your better bet, unless you are really dialing in your aperture. It's just not conducive to easy, fun shooting. Obviously, there's a place for both, but I think with the way we were out there shooting, aperture priority was not conducive to crisp shots the way shutter priority probably would have been. So we learned that, and that is kind of, you know, that kind of appears in some of the pictures. I'll throw some up here of all the ones we took. If there's a film border on it, those are mine. If there's no border, those are Vanessa's. I like the sprocket holes. She prefers just the picture itself. And I'm like, you gotta let people know it's on film. You gotta let people know you worked for these pictures. I don't know. Tomorrow I'm off, so tomorrow I'm going to be opening an LLC, finally. And ideally, I would like to replace the input jack on my Telecaster. So I got this little part, and they brag about this part because it has 4 different points of contact. I don't think you can see it in this little bag, but a normal input jack only has 1. So they say this is better. So we'll see. It also screws in directly to the body. I'll be making 2 holes down in the input jack and screwing it in, which is good because the input jack on my Telecaster right now just falls right out because it's just been used and abused forever. And then I have masking tape on it and everything else. It's a disaster. So there's going to be just a little bit of cleaning. There's going to be a little bit of drilling and screwing and all that good stuff. So, and soldering. So that'll make for a good video. Once the film video is done, I will then cut that. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Vanessa is absolutely killing it with her knitting journey, with her fiber arts journal that she's got on Instagram. I'm very happy for her about that. She's just making excellent videos. So Nessa, shout out. I'm very happy for her. And that's where we're at right now, guys. That's where we're at.